You can have more numbers flow in. Okay. All right. So now we are already even streaming live onto our YouTube channel. So today we are gonna dig a little bit deep into the Oracle or the ONFDAO protocol on how you rank up, how you can make a lot of money. But I want to repeat it over and over. Let me read for you this that I wrote yesterday. And so that maybe it could have an impact to your decisions that you take in the crypto market space. Let me see if I could access it also very fast. I wrote something very long, but I saw one of my leaders pick it up and I saw him share it on most of the different platforms and protocols that you people have. All right. I want to read it as it was shared. I wrote this yesterday night before I slept. And it really rings out a very huge message. Okay, I'm gonna also post this in the chat. I'm also going to post this in the chat so that as I'm able to read it, some of you can be able to follow. Okay. No, it's very long. So crypto is innovative technology, and many people say they understand the crypto market space. But then when I say that crypto is innovative technology, what do you understand? Let me know in the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, when I say that crypto is innovative technology, what do you understand? Let me know in the chat. The message is very long. I think it cannot sit in the chat. But when I say crypto is innovative technology, what do you understand? I want to speak to someone who has an interest of making $100 to $1,000 every single day. You want to create a system. You want to create something that has the power to give you $100. Because in technology, you know, when we went to school, we had 4 factors of production. When we talked about capital, there were those factors of production, okay, where people used to talk about different things that could allow them basically be able to win big time. But ladies and gentlemen, you need to basically understand that now things have changed. If you want to make the money you are looking for, you need now to understand that things are now different. We are now talking about technology right now as a factor of production, about people as a factor of production. Even if you have the people, but you are not involved in technology, you are losing big time. So now the technology, the people, and the knowledge you have is what you all need to be a millionaire. Ladies and gentlemen, in the past, for you to become a millionaire, the average age of a millionaire was 50 years. Ladies and gentlemen, but the biggest problem is some of you are at an age of becoming millionaires are still listening to people who have all the strategies of becoming millionaires. How many are still following? You are still associating with people who have all the strategies of making it in life. People who believe that their success is seated in opening up businesses. People who believe that having a smartphone is not enough to give you $1 million business. People who believe that you need to go so hard in school to make it in life. Your association is killing your progress. Your association is killing your prosperity. Ladies and gentlemen, it would work. All those different strategies you are talking about were working very well in Web 1. They were working very well in Web 2. But since we got into Web 3, things are now different. Things are now different. And since things are different, it is important for you to understand and have a strategic approach that brings you to this ability and power of you becoming a multi-millionaire using the Web3 protocol. And when I talk about Web3, let me read for you this that I talked about yesterday. Thank you, those who have answered. Leader Harriet says, innovative technology, it is an industry which is changing time to time, but changes make it better and simplifying life. Thank you. Quantico says that innovative, consistent usefulness of the digital assets, long-term utility to the users. But thank you. Muhammad says, I love Web3. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have written it, and I don't know, but I'll see if I could bring it into your chats. But let me read it for you as I wrote it yesterday night. I know it's a very long message. I have not shared it on most of the different groups, but let me read it as I wrote it yesterday. I had written it in bits, but one of my leaders put it up together. So let me read it for you. Crypto is innovative technology. Many people say they understand, but every single day, there is a better solution on how people could benefit in the use of cryptocurrencies. Most people, they say that cryptocurrencies is all about buying low and selling high. But Web3 is giving us a new move that cryptocurrencies is not all about buying low and selling high. Cryptocurrencies can be used as money, can be used as transactions without you turning them to your local currencies. And I gave an example of a cryptocurrency called Heim that is going to be listed today on Binance. But before it is listed on Binance, it has created so many multi-millionaires. You see, when you find a cryptocurrency like Pepe, I want to ask you a question. When a cryptocurrency like a Pepe gets onto Binance, has it started on Binance? Let me know in the chat. Has that cryptocurrency started on Binance? Let me know in the chat. Is it that Pepe got into the crypto market space because of Binance? When Shiba Inu gets on Binance, does it mean that it started on Binance? That is where this cryptocurrency started. By the time it gets on an exchange, you are seeing a secondary market. You are onto the secondary market of this cryptocurrency. It means that before this cryptocurrency got into this exchange, there has been a community of people that have been engaging with this cryptocurrency, and by the time it gets on an exchange, they are winning their best time. How many have understood that? Give me a 2 in the chat. How many have understood that? Give me a 2 in the chat. By the time you see this coin getting into an exchange, it is a secondary source. And that's where now most people do the talking. And they say, I basically understand this game. You are not understanding anything. You are just pretending that you understand the game you are involved in. And the formula is that most of the people that know about cryptocurrencies, they have learned it on the streets. There have not been institutions. There have not been areas that have sat down and taken people an extra mile to learn how cryptocurrencies operate, how people could participate in primary sources of cryptocurrencies, how people could participate in secondary sources of cryptocurrencies. Most people simply understand buying low, selling high, converting their money from their local currencies into crypto and from crypto into their local currencies. And ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, most of these people miss out. We miss out on the big gift. We miss out on the big gift, on the too much money that is seated in cryptocurrencies. How many are still following? Just a minute, guys. Okay. I hope you are following. And so the other challenging thing is that how many of you are able to understand that to profit in cryptocurrencies is very hard? Let me see. You have heard stories, like for example, you have heard my story. Many of you have been inspired with my story that I turned $85 to $360,000. But how many of you know that it's not easy? How many of you know that turning $85 to $360,000 is not easy? It's not a joke. Put the story aside, face the reality. It is not easy. It's not a joke. Number one, my success in crypto had the power of me evolving into cryptocurrencies at the right time. Give me a 2 if you understand that. My success in crypto, the $360,000 that I made in crypto, number one, it was factored by the fact that I got into cryptocurrency trading at the right time. Let me remind you, because most of you forget. That's why people speak about how they are going to be successful. Hope is not a strategy. I want to repeat for you. It is okay for you to have hope. It is okay for you to believe. But hope is not a strategy. You cannot say that I'm going to win because I'm hopeful. Things don't work that way. By the time I got into crypto, ladies and gentlemen, BlackRock was not here. By the time I got into crypto, ARK Invest was not here. By the time I got into crypto, MicroStrategy had just started buying Bitcoin. But we at the moment are buying and dumping cryptocurrencies at the same time. Give me a 3 if you understand what I'm talking about. They're just buying, they buy, then they dump. They buy, then they dump. They buy, then they dump. Now, at the end of the day, you are rotating in profits and losses. I don't know if someone makes, one day you make $1,000, you get excited. The next day you lose $1,200. One day you make $100, the next day you lose $80. So because of the psychological approach of the mind, you think you are winning, but in the long term, you are losing and winning and losing and winning. At the end of the day, you are not becoming profitable. And if you don't have enough capital, for you, you just keep rotating and losing in the game. That's why holders are more profitable than traders. How many of you know that? Give me a tweet in the chat if you know that. How many of you know that hodlers are more profitable than traders? Let me know in the chat. How many of you know? How many of you know that? For example, I gave an example in the previous class and I said that person A, Peter, bought 10 BNB let me say in 2020. Andrew bought 10 BNB in 2020. Andrew has been trading and he has been making money when BNB is rotating. Now BNB hits $1,000. Who's more happy? The hodler, the trader? Who's more happy? The hodler, the trader? Let me know in the chat. Who's more happy? The hodler, the trader? The hodler is happier than the trader. And these are facts. These are not lies. And ladies and gentlemen, when you decide to get involved with the Oracle DAO, number one, you are able to have consistent profits. Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. I am about to finish and get the second speaker. Let me get into my token pocket, guys. Look here. Look here, guys. Look here. I wanna just go slow. Okay, let me say I stake 3.7 ONF tokens for the next 352 days. Number one, I will be getting part of my capital every single day. Let me take a reasonable amount. Let me take this one. I staked 87 tokens. So far, 10 tokens can be taken off my capital. I have a profit of 35 tokens. If I don't touch this money, ladies and gentlemen, even if I take the reward and I leave the capital, will I be happy when this coin gets to $100? It means that even when I need some money, I can access some money. But even when this token gets to a higher price, I still will be happy. That is what, because this is staking and yield farming. You are using your money to produce more money. Let me get this. Let me come into a layman's understanding. Let me just play into layman's understanding. I have $1 million. I still remain with my $1 million. But my $1 million gains more value. One, I can still print more money using my $1 million. How many are understanding that logic? That's what ONF is doing for you. Web3 is making your money make more money by two ways. Number one, the money is increasing in value. Number two, it is creating its own money. Hey! I don't know if people see what I see. I started with 87 tokens. Now I have more 35 tokens. I still have my 87 tokens, but I have created more 35 tokens. Meaning that when the coin gains more value, I will be more happy because I can still sell some of my profit for survival. Number two, I can still benefit from the long-term effect. The long-term effect of the project. So what ONF DAO is bringing is saying, your money, your tokens can be put at use so that they don't remain idle, so that they keep increasing over time. And that's what ONF is bringing on the table. How many are still following? And so, if you learn this art, master this art, and understand this art, ladies and gentlemen, you are positioning yourself not only in the future, you are positioning yourself at an era of prosperity. You are putting yourself, ladies and gentlemen, at a point in your life that you are fully responsible for the success you deserve. And so that's why I wrote a very long paragraph. I don't know, but let me read for you the part. I don't know if I can have it all, but I said that once these tokens get onto big exchanges like ONF, it will have created so many multi-millionaires. When people participate in secondary sources of cryptocurrencies, they develop a mindset that they have mastered the game. But if you don't find a way to learn and get into primary sources of cryptocurrencies, it can be easy to remain like everybody else in crypto. Yield farming that ONF brings the ability for you to go onto an exchange, buy the ONF tokens, lock them up in the system, create more ONF tokens. It's so powerful, ladies and gentlemen. It's a new wave that uses smart contracts to create more tokens, hence putting your money at work. It will give you cash flow. It will give you profit-taking strategies. It will enable you benefit from price appreciation without you losing your tokens. It will give you daily cash without you need of being on the markets all the time. Even if you decide to use robots to trade for you, how many of you agree with me that you must keep your eye on the market? Give me a one if you agree with me. Even if you use the robot, even if you say, there is a robot that uses indicators like MACD, like KDJ, like RSI. If you don't have the power, I want to repeat, if you don't have the power and the time, if you don't have the power and the time to check the market when the robot is using the indicator, do you know you can lose all your money? Because even if you are in floating loss is real loss. In my past history, I used to tell people that floating loss is not loss. But you know that floating loss is real loss. The reason is simple. You don't know when that coin will return. And that is a fact. Your money can remain stuck in that coin. Floating loss is real loss. Because you don't know when this coin will return. It doesn't matter how you are positive. Hope is not a strategy. I have tokens that are stuck since 2022. And right now, where the hope could be high, there are so many macro and microeconomic factors that are preventing people to get into the crypto market space, which is basically keeping those tokens down. I have to wait until maybe Jesus comes back. And so, with those put ahead into our mind, crypto is innovative technology that every single day there are better solutions that could be focused on the challenges of the market. And one of them is DeFi staking and yield farming, that Web 3.0 that brings in how you can be able to use cryptocurrencies as money. Web 3.0 is saying cryptocurrencies should not be just used to buy and sell. Cryptocurrencies should not be just exchanged. Cryptocurrencies can be used as utility, as service providers. And that's what Web 3.0 is bringing. We are talking about that if you have any cryptocurrency, how do you increase it to become more? You have 1 Bitcoin. How do you make it 5 Bitcoin? Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached an era of our life that you don't need to buy 1 Bitcoin and keep 1 Bitcoin. We have reached an era of asking ourselves, I have 1 Ethereum. How do I make them 10? How do I make them 50? How many are learning? It's not just me buying and keeping 1 Ethereum. It's not just me buying and keeping 1 BNB. How do I move from 1 BNB to 10 BNB? How do I move from 1 ONF to 10 ONF? That as the price of the token increases, my money gains more value. That even when the price of the token goes down, even when the price of the token goes down, my money gains more value. And that's what the Oracle DAO is bringing. Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about that if I have any cryptocurrency, how do I increase it to become more than what I had? Than just me praying for markets to rise and fall down for me to earn. Maybe you are doing spot and futures market approach. And unless your mindset grows to this, it is easy for you to be in crypto and rotating through profits and losses all the time without a significant impact. How many of you have been able to speak to people who say, I was around when this coin was at this price? And when I joined the crypto market space, I was speaking to these people saying, hey, they have been, but do you know you can also be the same person? You can be the same person. And the reason is simple. You are just hopeful that one day, but hope is not a strategy. So living by hope, the dynamics of the market keep changing every day. And if you are not engaged with knowledge and the right community that even goes an extra mile to invest and learn in depth, then your dreams to become a multi-millionaire or a billionaire stay lying in the hands of a profit chaser, someone who's just chasing profit. Money can never be chased. Ladies and gentlemen, freedom can never be chased. Financial freedom can never be chased. Financial freedom of time can never be chased. It is acquired by knowledge. Even you being knowledgeable is not enough. You need to have the right timing of an opportunity. I usually say that a person to be successful, they need to have the right opportunity. They need to be the right person, and it must be at the right time. Do you know that there are so many people who work very hard, but because they are not able to find the right opportunities, they are not able to become the right persons, they are not able to get in at the right time, they miss out. I have said it several times that in the crypto market space, the people who get in fast collect the big bags. How many have understood that? The people who get in fast. Imagine in the previous bull run, one of the cryptocurrencies that worked best was Shiba Inu. Question, when you invest now in Shiba Inu, do you have chances of making it big? No matter what they say, Shiba Inu now has a user case. Shiba Inu has Shiba Inu, Shiba Inu, no matter how hard they talk about it, it can never happen like it happened in 2021. And these that I'm telling you are facts. It doesn't matter. People who got into Dogecoin, even if now you go and buy as much as you can, what happened can never happen again. How many are following? Give me one in the chat. And these are crypto facts. And the reason is simple. Every single day, there happens better solutions. Every single day, there happens cryptocurrencies that solve better problems. Every single day, there comes better approaches in crypto than those that existed in the past. And unless you have that power and ability, ladies and gentlemen, that's why today we are saying it is time for smart contracts. It is time for smart contracts. We used to say it is time for AI to trade for us, but it is time for smart contracts to yield profit for us. But most important, ladies and gentlemen, like I usually say, proper planning prevents poor performance. The millions you are looking for, you just need a strategy. You don't need to keep online reading charts. You can earn using smart contracts. Like I usually say, people want to be successful, use tools. People want to suffer with money, they become fools. So it is simple. Allow smart contracts work for you, don't become a fool. Ladies and gentlemen, no more emotional attachments to how markets are performing. No more emotional attachments to what Donald Trump is telling the world. No emotional attachments. It is our time to create our own money using Web3 protocols and using DeFi, ladies and gentlemen, this time around. So the big question that we are answering in today's call, the big question, how do you build a team? How do you rank up faster? How do you make more money? Because if this can get into your mind, let me ask a question. For BNB to go up, does it need more people to use it? Give me some answers to the chat. For BNB to go up, does it need more people to use it? For Bitcoin to go up, does it need more people to use it? Let me know in the chat. For the price of Bitcoin to rise, does it need more people to come on board? The answer is yes. Stop being just following motivational speakers. For prices to rise, cryptocurrencies need more people to involve, to get on board. For Ethereum to rise, it needs more investors to come on board. For Sui to rise, it requires community creation. Thank you so much. But then here is a question. If you could be able, here is a question. If you could be able to create a community, question, does Coca-Cola have a community of drinkers of Coca-Cola? Give me some answers. Does Coca-Cola have a community of drinkers of Coca-Cola? People that drink Coca-Cola? Yes, it has people who drink Coca-Cola. There are people who drink Coca-Cola. But here is the question. Here is the question. Are there the people who market Coca-Cola, who bring it to your village? Do they make some money for doing that? Do they make some money for doing that? The people who transport Coca-Cola to your village, yes, they make money for doing that. Now, would it be criminal? Would it be criminal for you to change your life because you have people who are making money? Would it be criminal? Would it be criminal for you to have people in Uganda, in Kenya, in Nigeria, in South Sudan, in Europe, in Malaysia, in America, in South Africa, all over the world that are making money on the ONFDAO, and you are changing your life? I'm not talking about something that will happen in the future. I'm talking about something that is already happening. Let me take you to my account. And I want you to see, because unless your eyes are open, when I got started in the ONFDAO, people were like, this will not work out. But my friend, I have said it several times, You don't need any other people to believe in you. You just need to believe in yourself. Look here, guys. This is not a lie. I got started on the 4th of August, 2025. The 4th of August, the 4th of September, 2025, I made 1 month. Not yet 2 months. It is 1 month and 2 weeks in the business. 1 month and 2 weeks in the business. And we have a community that has already staked 16,285 tokens. Look here. And some of you think we are not doing anything. 16,285 tokens times $33. We have a community that has already staked $537,000. And some of you who are already part of the business, you are sleeping on this gold mine. And here is a good question, Julius. Have you benefited as these people have staked all this money? Yes, of course, guys. In my first month, I withdrew 119 tokens. I also withdrew another 110 in my first month. In my first month, I was able to withdraw 129 tokens, multiplied by 33. In my first month in the business, I made 7,557 US dollars. And I didn't take all of it. What did I do? I came and I staked the $110. They're here. And my $101, they have already made for me 8.7 tokens. I didn't take all the money. And some of you, you are in the same business, but you are sleeping on a gold mine. You are sleeping at a time bomb of life change, a time bomb of life positioning. And this is, we are just starting. I am not special. I'm not unique. I just show the idea. I believed in the idea. I went all in with the idea. You still saw the idea. You have lost the belief. You have lost the enthusiasm, and you are playing on a life-changing opportunity. And that's what happened in the previous project. When we got started, I went all in. And now these small boys and girls woke up when the money is done. And now they say, we are very serious. We are very serious. We are very serious. Right timing, right opportunity, and being the right person is a mixture of the success you are looking for. Some of you, you want to wake up when this token is at $200 and you start becoming serious. We shall be selling off everything and we shall be positioning ourselves in the future. How many are following? I'm now on an average making 9 to 10 coins a day. 9 to 10 coins a day. 9 to 10 coins a day. And you are sleeping on the business. You think we are not doing anything, or maybe you don't know what to do. So I want to invite in the second speaker. He's going to take very little time. And he's going to be sharing. How do you build right? How do you rank up? How do you collect the 80 million tokens that are flowing in the air for you? Today, as we speak, ONF is listed in 4 exchanges. It's listed in 4 exchanges. CoinHome for Thailand, Baikonome for Korea, L-Bank, and Ucoin. Ucoin for the Chinese community. And L-Bank, I think, more acceptable in other countries. Now, by the time it gets on Binance, my friend, we shall be done with business. We shall just have a few tokens we are keeping on. We shall be selling off. You are busy wondering, why is the token going down? Those who bought early are now selling off. They are selling on you. And instead of you participating in this primary source of this cryptocurrency, you're missing out big time. So allow me invite in the second speaker. I don't want to take much of your time, but how many of you have been able to learn something from my sharing? Let me know in the chat. Let me find out if he's available. If he's not, then I'll take over. How many of you have learned something from my sharing? And unless you do that, you might be just rotating around in crypto. I promise. So without delay, I'm going to invite Leader Abe, who's going to take you through how do you rank up? How do you position your people? How are you able? Because some of you are sleeping. I'll share my screen at last. And you see how many tokens. I make 7 to 10 coins every single day. And you can do it. We are just starting. You are just sleeping on the business. You can do it. Apart from the staking, because my staking is a little bit good. You see, I have 304 tokens, but I have 49 seated here unclaimed. This is coming from a community of people who are staking. In the morning, I make 3.7. In the evening, 3.7. That is already 7 tokens. Every day, 7 tokens. I add on these ones that are coming from the community. Basically, 1 token. Those are 8 tokens a day. Question, guys. If you are making 8 tokens every single day, but this is not how I started. This is not how I started. Let me take you back. I just saw the vision and I believed in the vision. This is not how I started. You see, I started at 0.0035. It's going to come to a time when we are making 100 tokens a day. But why? Why is it that we should be making money and then you are just there clapping for us? Enough with you clapping for me. Can you stop being part of a business that every time you want to clap for me, I want to clap for you? I'm tired of working with some of you because you are too lazy for results. Every time you are clapping for me, who told you you came here to clap for me? Why do you want to be the person clapping for others all the time? Why? Why do you want always to sweet talk me, Julius? Yet, I can clap for you. I have had my uplines, they get surprised because of the results. It's not who gets in first. It's one who decides to take the right action. The right opportunity, the right time is here. You just need to become the right person and change your life totally and for good. No matter what people could say, ladies and gentlemen, no matter what people could say, ladies and gentlemen, it is very hard for the people I left in the previous opportunity to make the money we made from that opportunity. Very hard. The timing is wrong. That's a fact. And you who are here, you are at the right time, you are the right opportunity, but you have refused to become the right person. Leader Abe, please come and take some 15 minutes to share those few insights. I was just trying to build a solid rock for you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening to me. And Leader Abe, please take over.
Wow, thank you so much, Leader Julius, my brother. I believe he deserves a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. He deserves some flowers, some love hearts, and everything. Can we have them shared virtually here? Some love hearts, some flowers. I believe he has done a great job, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Don't be so economical. Yeah. You don't be so frugal. Someone that is frugal usually doesn't want to take anything off themselves apart from the hair and the nails. Yeah. So if you're this person that really loves good things, you really want to see other people also having a good life, I think appreciating is something good. Thank you so much, my brother. And here I am for a few minutes. I've gotten many questions. How do you rank up very fast to M1? How do you rank up very fast to M2? It's as if you guys have been ready for this for some time, blah, blah, blah. Yes, it may look like that. But guys, there's a small secret, though not unique, that I want you to understand as we come to the closure of this session, ladies and gentlemen. I want to welcome you from wherever you're joining. My name is Abe, all the way from Masaka City, Uganda. And of course, many people have good things. Many people have good things. It's unfortunate that they don't want to work for them. I got some messages yesterday and the other day from my team members, some of my team members saying, upline, but you see you have ranked up to M1 now, you're M2. Let me share my link so that you can invite some people for me under me using my link. Now, if you still think it is your upline to invite people for you, they put it under you. Like you're waiting the upline to take the initiative, then you're making a very, very big mistake. I have some guy I usually watch on TikTok. He speaks wrong English. So there I would say you're making a wrong mistake. So now, who is ready to see this? Well, I'm going to share. Who is ready? Give me one in the chat. No, give me a two. Give me a two. You're ready to watch this? Give me a two in the chat. I'm here for a few minutes. You're ready to watch this? Give me a two in the chat. Let me see those that are ready now. Some people, I usually wonder, you're not sharing, you're not leaving the meeting, you're not contributing anything, but you want the knowledge and you want to make the money. God is not a cheater. God will never give you anything if you're not giving anything in return. You can't even share it to just to show you that you are attending this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to share my screen. We have already seen Leader Julius making lots of money, but just like he said, he's not so special. It is not his business that he introduced or he innovated this. It is a community that he is building with other people, including you and I. Now, the motive of the Oracle Foundation is to have their token grow in value and in price. And they know the secret. Any business that you know that is making big sales, it could be the M10, the Airtel, the Coca-Cola, and anything you can mention in your region. These guys are making a lot of sales because they have big communities. So the money is hidden into the communities. Yeah. That's why you see the Oracle Foundation is fighting tooth and nail to make sure that at least they have this community growing. That's why you see they are ready to support in all the possible ways. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me go down to this token pocket here. Yeah. Is my screen very, very clear? Let me see. Okay, I'm here opening my token pocket. I'm here on the Oracle platform. Now, guys, this is what we are going to do. First of all, this is where you're going to get your link. For those who want to grow communities, this is where you're going to get your link. You come here, first of all, you come here on more, down there, you open more. And when you reach that place, you come to, a moment, you come to my invitations right here, okay? Come to my invitations. When you open there, this will be your link, this one, or this one. So you just tap on copy, okay? Just tap on copy here, then you copy and you paste for someone. But before you go into the copying and pasting, you're going to have to look at 1, 2, 3 things. I remember the time when Leader Julius was starting the other previous opportunity. He was coming from another opportunity. So what he did, first of all, was to invade. I will use the word invading, was to invade all the groups that were where the people from the previous opportunity were gathering. So he invaded all the groups, most especially the Telegram groups. So he shared the information about the royal queue, and that's how he got communities running with him. Remember, many people had already started believing because they had already seen him doing the teaching. This is why I want to call you upon that. You guys, the people who usually take up the microphone are the people who usually make the money. That one you should always keep on your fingertips. But that's not the point. Now, we just have the same exact opportunity that we are building, or we are starting to build the Oracle community, and we are coming from the royal queue. Okay? So we have this exact same opportunity like the one he had when he was joining royal queue from the green god and what have you. And if you still feel embarrassed whenever we talk about growing a community, my brother, it is going to take you centuries to become rich. You may not even become. Why? It is crystal clear. It is evident that all the companies across the globe that make a lot of money, these companies are doing a number of sales. And why do they do a number of sales? It is because they have a big community, or they have communities. So if you still think you can be successful without a community, then I pity you. Anyway, look here. Oracle has given us a chance to participate into the growth. Okay, guys, this is the chance that is being given to us. We are given a chance to participate into the growth of the value of the Oracle token, okay, or the ONF token. Now, let me come here. When you get your link, now you're going to share. First of all, like I said, go into the groups of the previous opportunity. I don't know how you're going to understand this, but it doesn't matter. Go into the groups, and let people know we have something new running, okay? Go into the groups and let people know we have something new that is running. That is one. Now, you can talk to anyone. That's not my problem. You can talk to anyone that you want. I will not go into how you're going to talk to them maybe next time, but I will not go into how you're going to talk to them, or what you're supposed to do and everything. I want to show you how you're going to position yourself here to be able to rank up faster, right? Now, we have very many ranks, and we come from M1 to M9. Guys, we have just started, because if we have from M1, I think the biggest person in rank that we have is M4, if I'm not mistaken, in the community so far. I don't know if we have another one, but so far, according to my understanding, we have M4, okay? And we are building from M1, this side, to M9. But we have different, we have particular, qualifications, right? If you want to be M1, okay, you start like anyone else, but if you want to be M1, at least, you should have $500 at least as your staking capital, okay? $500 at least if you want to be M1. I'm coming to something. Now, this is at least, okay? But if you want to be able to enjoy money from the network, not from the rank, from the network, you should have a minimum of $200. Okay? I guess I'm doing this very clearly. Let me say it again. If you want to be M1, you should be having at least $500 in your staking capital, whether in the bonds or staking, wherever. But if you want to make money and enjoy the community growth, the community building, you should have at least $200. So if you have $100, forget about benefits of the team or the community. Am I making this clear? Am I making it clear? Give me a 3 if you're learning. Give me a 3 if you're learning. Give me a 3 if you're learning. To make money from the team, minimum $200. That's how you can start benefiting from the team. But to rank up to M1, you need $500 minimum. Let me go to the next thing. Now, here, the strategy is simple. Okay, please don't unmute. The strategy is simple. As you start, for example, you are AB, for example, AB. Okay, Oracle says you should have at least 2 lines. We shall name this A, then we shall name this B. At least. Okay, I know people are going to ask questions. What about people we see? I see someone who is going to ask, but I see you have 24 directs, blah, blah, blah. Why? I'm going to explain that later. Don't worry. Okay, let me talk about this first, because we want to see how you can rank up faster, right? So your Abe here, you have 2 lines. You have A, you have B. Now, let us say A is the strong leg. B is the weak leg or weak line. Strong, weak. Now, if you're going to rank up to M1, you should have at least $20,000 in this line. Okay? At least this is strong, 30. In the strong leg, 30. In the weak leg, 20. Meaning your team should be making or should be having $50,000 minimum, $50,000 minimum as their staking capital. But this is important. Let me clear the screen and do it again. This is important. This is important. This is important. If you are Abe, for example, and you have these 2 lines, this person here, for example, Julius, and for example here, we have Lydia, okay? The money of Julius and the money of Lydia is not counted on your team. For example, if this Julius has 10K and this J has 10K, okay, 5,000, okay? Remember, we said to rank up to M1, you need 30,000 in the strong line and you need 20,000 in the weak line. When they are counting this 30, they will not count this money for this guy because he's direct on you. And they will not count this money for this guy because he's direct on you. They start counting from these people brought by these ones. That's the team they talk about. That's the money they are counting. Am I making some sense? Give me a yes if yes. Give me a yes if yes. They don't count the money for your directs. They count the money from the teams under your directs. So even if you put 1,000 people around yourself, that money is not counted on your team growth, but it is counted for your upline. But for you, it is not. Give me a yes if you are getting my point. Someone is unmuting now. Why should you unmute? Are you the speaker? Are you the speaker now? Are you the speaker? Are you the speaker? Okay, let me mute now. Okay. Now, please come again. I'm doing it again, don't worry. I'm doing it again. Let me share again. Guys, look here very critically. Okay, I wish it could stop here and I write here. Anyway, Okay, let me write here. Let me write here. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Your Abe, for example. We said you need 2 lines. In this line, you have Jimmy. In this line, we have Rita. Okay? Let us say this is your strong line, we write S. This is your weak line, we write W. Okay? In this line, this one, if you are to become M1, if you are to become M1, they need you to have 30,000 in this line. And this line, they need you to have at least 20,000. Okay? In dollars, $20,000. But even if this direct of yours, this one, has 100,000, even if this direct of yours has a capital of another 50,000, this money is not counted on the money they want. This one, it is not counted. Did you get my point now? Let me see. Did you now get my point? That money on your directs is not counted, but it is counted for your upline. But you personally, it is not counted onto the team contribution. If yes, if you're getting my point, Kumi John, you said I should come again. You're the one I'm asking. Did you get my point? Right for me, yes. Otherwise, I'll go off that point and you have not understood clearly. Nice and lovely. Let's go to the next thing. Okay, let's go to the next thing. So, this is why I say, if you want to rank up faster, it is not good to put many people around your account. It's not. You shouldn't be putting people around yourself. It's not good. Okay? For example, if you are Abe, okay? If you're Abe here, then we find you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 11, 10. That's not a good idea. For those people that you see that did that, these guys did not have the right formation of the setting of the business. Okay? Yes. You will say, you mean even Leader Julius? You mean even who and who? Yes, because we had not gotten the concept right. However, look at this. Oracle talks about you having 20 directs. Actually, 21. When you go on the number of 21 directs, there is a pool where you are involved. I'm not going to explain that. But whenever you are withdrawing money, okay, from the Oracle account, you are charged 15% if you have not recruited anyone. Once you recruit one person, they deduct 1%. Now you will be charged 14%. If you recruited 2, now you'll be charged 13%. So each person you recruit directly decreases 1%. Meaning, if you have 15 directs, 15, you will be withdrawing your bonuses for free without any charges. But let us not look at this. Before you look at this, look at this other thing I have to share. You may take a lot of time, you may take a lot of time putting your directs simply because you don't want to pay fuel charges or fuel fees when you are withdrawing. But you're not having business down here to rank up to M1 like this. What are we going to do? How are we supposed to do this? How are we going to build the formation? How are we going to build the formation? This is the right manner. This is the right manner. Okay. Yes. I know and I understand. The 15 people are important. Why? Because they help you withdraw freely without charges. They are important. I'm not forgetting that. But what is more important? Is it the 15 directs or the M1 rank? Can I have an answer in the chat? Would you rather have 15? Would you rather have 15 people and you're withdrawing for free, or would you rather become an M1? Can I have some answers in the chat? What do you prefer? Withdrawing for free or the M1? M1, I guess. M1 rank. Exactly, that's the point. It is better to have the M1 rank. And now, if you want to have the M1 rank, do this. Faster, faster, do this. Do this, do this, do this. This is how I did. Do this. You are James, for example. I'm not now talking about the directs. Now I'm talking about the team. Okay, let me say you have this direct, you have this one, you have this one. Let me say you have 4 directs. But now you have clearly identified the 2 legs you want to build. For example, this one of Rita, and then this one of Rachel, for example. So now you're building under these guys. Okay. Now we should put the focus not on the width, not on the width. We should put the focus on the depth. Where is the depth? This way, down, this way, down, this way, down, this way, down, 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 this way. Okay. So once you're building, you should be in position, or you should put the focus onto helping the team members. Okay. When you are Rachel, and then you bring Abe, and then you bring Rita here, you should be building under these ones, under these ones, under these ones, under these ones. And this is my strategy. This is my strategy. Now, when I bring this direct, remember I want to build under them. So this is Tony, this is Rachel, for example. Don't mind about the names. I'm just naming anything. Don't say, but you're changing the names. You know, people usually cling on small things that do not even matter. Someone will say, you're confusing us. You're saying Tony, you're saying Rita, the name doesn't matter. Just understand the structure. I don't know if people are following. Someone will start complaining. But then who is who? You're talking about this one, you're talking about that one, so who is who? Don't mind. So this is what I do. This is how you're supposed to do it. You have Tony here, you have Rita here. You're building under them. Get the link of Tony. Because you personally need a strong leg and a weak leg. So now by this time you have identified, is it Tony in the strong leg or Rita? Let us say it is Tony in the strong leg. So if you're building under Tony, okay? If you're building under Tony, call Tony. Tony, give me your link. Then you put Abe under Tony. So when you're building when you're putting another person under Tony, you don't use Tony's link to build for him 2 legs. No. Call this Abe. Abe, give me your link. Put another person under Abe. Okay, when you want to build again under, don't call Abe. Don't call this person under Abe. I mean, you don't call Abe. You call this person under Abe. You person under Abe, give me your link. You put another person under him. You build 1 leg for them. You don't build 2 legs. Now someone has started saying, but you guys now, you don't want us to rank up. You cannot. Why don't you help me and build 2 legs? Who is here to work for you? Who is here to work for you? Who is here to work for you? Are you getting my point? We are only building 1 line for them. Only 1 line for them. Please do not build 2 lines for them. Do not. Do not build 2 lines for them. Repeat that link strategy. Okay, let me show you again. This is how you do it. Let me share my screen again. This is how you do it. You want to build under Abe, okay? You want to build under Abe. For example, you want to build now. You are Bob, for example. Now you have Abe as your strong leg. Then you have Rita as your weak leg. You want to build these 2 lines, okay? Because why are you building the 2 lines? Because for you it is important. For you it is important. You are looking for the volume to go to the next rank, okay? But when you are building Abe, call them, Abe, give me your link. Put 1 person under Abe. Then the next time you don't call Abe, call this one, for example, Tony. Tony, give me your link. Put Rahma under Tony. So the next time you're building, you don't call Tony. You call Rahma, Rahma, give me your link. So you're bidding one leg for them. They should do something for themselves. Remember, this is beneficial to you. So if they want to make the money too, they should also contribute. Now, go the other line, go the other side. Rita, give me your link. Put Stephen under Rita. You don't give them another person here. So you go to Stephen. Stephen, give me your link. Put who? Aisha. Now you go to Aisha. Aisha, give me your link. You don't bid for them this leg. Eh? You bid one. Aisha, give me your link. They give you their link. You put Samson. You don't bid another leg. If you are getting my point, give me an answer in the chat. We are focusing on the depth, not the width. You don't build, you don't, like, you are not here to work for anyone. You're here to work with the people, but not to work for them. I know many of you are going to say, these people are not supportive. Who is here to bid for you both lines? Who? Who is supposed to bid for you both lines? Now, avoid the two mistakes. One, putting many people on yourself directly. Avoid. Don't make the same mistakes we have made already. One. Two, do not build the two legs for any of your downlines. Do not. Never. If they want to be M1, let them also put in some effort to qualify, because they know they need two lines. So at the end of the day, one of their line will be having a lot of money, and the other week one will be looking at them like this. However, this is also important. But usually when people understand this, they weaken up. I don't know why. This is it. You should also understand this. Okay? You should understand this. If you're Abe, for example, people who don't want to build the communities, I pity you. I hear you're quitting, but it's okay. Now, if this is Abe, okay, and Abe has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 legs, for example, and this is his strong leg, this one. For example, this one has $30,000, but these other legs, this one has 2,000, 10,000, 5,000, 3,000, 200, you know, eh? I'm talking about team, not direct. I still know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about directs. I'm talking about the team under these people, okay? So if they add up and they see that now you have this strong leg, it has 30,000, but these other legs, when you combine them, they have a total of 20,000. You become M1 if you have $500 here. So I don't know if you guys are understanding. They can combine all the rest of the legs. If they count that they give you 20,000, which is the strong, the weak line they want, they make you M1 because you already qualified. You have the $500. You have a strong leg with the $30,000. Then the rest of the legs, whether they are 10 or 2 or 4 or what, when you add the money into them, you can have $20,000. You qualify to be M1. Did you know that? Did you know that? Did you know that? Are you learning? Are you learning? Did you understand what I just explained? Have you understood what I've been explaining? Did you understand me? Did you understand me? Am I still loud and clear? Yes, yes, yes. So they can combine all the small legs and they give you one weak leg. I hope you're understanding. They can combine all the other legs and they give you one weak leg if you have the strong leg. So if you want to be M1, because I know many of you here are M0s, which is not good. It's okay, but it's not good. Yes, it's okay, but it's not good. Unless you want to play small. You're always interested in playing small. If that's you, then it's okay. But if you're a go-getter like I, if you're a go-getter like myself, you cannot settle when you're M0. You cannot settle. I remember I became M1 in the first week. Then I became M2 in the second week. Second week plus some days. Meaning in 1 month, I crashed 2 ranks. This month, before it ends, I want to be crashing the M3. That's where I'm putting the focus. Then the other month, I go for M4. Hey. But look here. Look here. Look here, ladies and gentlemen. The money that can take you to the rank, like I just explained, is not in the width. It is the money under the teams. So for me, someone may ask, what about these directs? Because I want also to withdraw for free. What about these other legs? This is what you do. If someone starts with $100, $200, those ones you can put direct. But never make mistake. I'm not saying you should put into the team, you should only put with people who have more than that. Okay? Because you can be a class of person that only has access to only the people who can bring $200 only. Then you have to be calculative. You should be calculative because it's important. However, I cannot put someone who has 10K direct on myself simply because I want to get some big 20% of their trading profit at the end of the day. I mean, they are taking profit. No. I better put someone direct on me. If they have $200, they have 100, because I want that number to be able to withdraw for free. But if someone has $1,500 plus, someone with $500 plus, someone with $500 plus, I put them under the teams I'm building. Now, here is where you guys will make a mistake. Because you know your upline wants to rank up, to sit and then they wait. You wait for them to call you. Give me your link. You, the uplines here, build under those people. It's okay, but build one leg for them. Never build it two. Don't share someone's link twice. If we are building under Abe, give his link to one person. Put for them one person. The next time, put under that person. You don't put for them again and again. No. No, 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 no. Am I making some sense? That is only if you want to rank up faster. Only build one leg for them. One, go deep, go deep, go deep. I cannot share your link to 3 people. How? I recruit the first person for you. Then I also recruit the second one for you again. Again, the third one for you, even if you are my wife. I cannot. Me, I do not graze oysters. I don't. You should put in, stop asking, upline, can I share you my link? Don't share. Even if you want me to help you to build, I will first check. Are you building yourself? Are you building communities? Are you into it already? Yes, I find out you're doing it, then I come next. Okay? If we build depth, once you build depth, you are skyrocketing. You are skyrocketing and you're having access to big money. Let me show you my screen here. I'm not making a lot of money, but at least I'm not closing a day without $200. Let me show you this. I didn't want to share with you guys today, but let me just open here. Let me just open here. I have this one. You know when, what's it? Where did we go? Close. This one here. This one. Now, guys, look here. Let us come here on Dow. When you check on Dow, I'm M2. When you check on Dow, I'm making one token almost, as you can see. Okay. Now let us add, because today is just 24th. Today is just 24th. It is not yet, okay. Let us only, what's up? Let's only count for yesterday here on the Dow on the 23rd. Okay. Let us add this together. 0.985, 0.985, 0.985, 0.96, 0.9669. Okay. We add 0. This one again on the 23rd, 0.96, 0.9657, 0.9657. That is from the Dow. Then we get the answer. We are going to add another one. Plus, let us come here. Team promotional rewards here. We come here. Here I'm making 2 tokens plus almost 2.5, almost 3. Okay, we take only yesterday, the 23rd. 2.6213. We let us add 2.6213 plus another day, another session, 2.6139. 2.6139. We have a total of $7.30. I mean tokens. Let us multiply by 33 only. That is what I made yesterday. I made $236 yesterday. When we come to Ugandan shillings, when we multiply, we have 800, roughly 800. Guys, this is what you have to understand. When you hit these ranks here, this money starts coming in. This money is a must. Yes, it continues to grow like you have seen, but this money comes in. If I can make $200, if I can make 800,000 Ugandan shillings every day, when I'm just M2, what if I become M3? If you have a question about what I've just explained, give me one in the just write for me. Just write me in the chat if you have a question. Maybe I can give you access and you ask your question because I want to close. If I'm earning $800, okay, 200, let us say $250 roughly. Okay, let us say 230, okay, roughly. Every day. When I'm just M2. What about when I become M3? Now I want to ask a question. What is holding you from becoming M1 and becoming M2? What is holding you? Ronnie, you're in Masaka, you want to meet me. Okay, have you already started business? Ronnie, answer the question. Have you started business? Have you started business? Ronnie, have you started business? Any questions? Ronnie, you answer that question. Have you started business already? Guys, any questions? I want to close it here. I don't want to show you how you're going to become M2 before even you become M1. Because I believe on this call, I don't know if you have any M1s. I don't know. I don't know. Many of you are still M0s, and it's absurd. It's not good. I know someone is going to become annoyed. How can he talk like that? He thinks he started from that. No, that's not where I started. That's not where I started. I started as M0. But today here I am as an M2. You too can make it. What is the difference? The difference is the aggressiveness. It's very absurd. Very, very absurd. It's about your willingness and your aggressiveness. How fast do you want to grow your business? Are you waiting for someone to do it for you? Are you waiting for someone to do it for you? Are you waiting for your upline? Are you waiting for a super downline to do it for you? Are you waiting for someone to come from maybe heaven or anywhere to do it for you? Then you're wrong. You're very wrong. Very wrong. People are not buying the idea of opening how to become M1. Then someone is asking how to become M1. What have I just been explaining? For the people that have been here with me from the start, what have I been explaining? Someone is asking how to become M1. I'm sorry, I'm not going to explain that again. I think I'm done. Sorry, maybe you came late. Sorry, next time better. I have just been explaining that. How do you become M1? That's what I've been explaining. Now, many of you are talking to wrong people. Okay. 2, you're talking to a few people. You want to talk to your brothers, your sisters, your OGs, and that's all. You want to talk to a few people that you know. Strategies is most of our problems, especially when people had lost money severally in crypto. Thanks, bro, for showing us the business. Okay, welcome. Now, there's no special strategy, most especially on the approach. I don't think there's a special one. If you have been into the previous opportunity, inbox one person at a time, those people have been working with. Inbox them. Hey, how are you? How are the trades? Because men are still trading. Someone can create more accounts, but why should you? Yet you can have one account and have a lot of money there, and you're making more sense. There's no shortcuts. Don't try to find a shortcut. Maybe when I start my account here and then I put my other 2 accounts under it, then you're burdening yourself. You're burdening yourself. You're burdening yourself. Okay? You're burdening yourself. Ronnie, it's okay. We shall meet. Maybe when I get time, we shall talk. You'll check my WhatsApp number in the groups. It is labeled Digital Entrepreneur. You check it. Then you tap me. Guys, even on TikTok, I'm there as Digital Entrepreneurship 0. You check me up there. You find me. So guys, the chance we have is now. Even if you started with the 8 day, you can build and become M1. I told you, you cannot become M1 unless you have $500. That's, guys, when I was starting to explain, I explained these things. That the first qualification to become M1, you should be investing at least $500. You may not need my TikTok link. Just go and check Digital Entrepreneur. We are not many. You'll find me there. And since you have seen me here on the video, you will simply identify me. Now, I said the first qualification to become M1, you must be having a stake of $500. The first qualification. Then you need 2 lines. One, the strong one with $30,000. Then the weak one, $20,000. Okay. Now, if you start with the 50, 80, $100, that mine 150, 190, yes, you can start the business. You can even share your link and recruit people, but you will not earn from the team benefits unless you have a small stake of $200. If you want to start enjoying money from your teams, at least you should have $200. But if you want to rank up to M1, it should be $500. I have differentiated these 2 things to give you a clear picture. With the $200, you can earn from the team if you have. But if you want to be M1, specifically M1, you need to have $500. Am I making this clear? With the $200, you can start earning some rewards from your team if you have a team. But if you want to rank up to M1, particularly M1 rank, you should be having a minimum of $500. That is why for M2, you should have a minimum of $1,000 as a stake. Okay. digital entrepreneur on TikTok. Allow me end here. I've been conducting meetings since morning and I've not finished yet. So I need to put in some more. What if I don't recruit at all? No problem. Settle with your money that you invested. Settle with the small money you're making. But you can also go for a big thing and invest maybe $5,000 or $10,000, and you can close a month. If you have $5,000, I think every month you can be earning around 1,000 US dollars a month. And if you have $10,000, I think a month you can be having around $2,000. So you can go for that, and you're not recruiting anyone. But my sister, my brother, you don't know how sweet the bonuses of team growth are. Like, you don't know how sweet they are. Because now for me, I don't need to touch my bonds. I don't need to touch my staking capital. I am only enjoying from the team rewards. And even when it comes to team, I don't touch. I have now started. Last time I was doing it, but now I have started a strategy. Hey, sorry. Now I have started a strategy. I'm not touching my promotional rewards. I want to collect 400 tokens on the promotional rewards. I have something I want to do. Do you know that on the promotional rewards, I'm earning 5 tokens daily? 5 on the promotional rewards alone. 5 tokens. Meaning, today, I will close today. I had 15 yesterday. Now, as I speak, it is 18. Let me show you. Then it is okay. You choose not to share the business, no problem. You know, people usually want comfortable things. It's okay now. Look here. You see, I am earning now. This is 5 tokens daily. 5 tokens from the promotional rewards. So the money I use, I get from here on the DAO. This is what I use. I have started now. This money is the one I use. I add the one in the morning and the evening. I use for fuel of my car, for home consumption and everything. My everything. So now I have started. I've made a decision. I'm not touching this one. There's one time that I will open for you and you will see 200 tokens there, and then it's like, what? But on average, every day, here, only here, on this here, only every day, I collect 5 tokens. So now, if it is 18, by the closure of the day, inshallah, it will be 20. The next day, tomorrow, you will see when I close tomorrow, it will be 25. The other day, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, like that. And you're joking with the magic. You're saying I'm not going to share the opportunity. What if I don't want to share? It's okay, but you're going to suffer. Why? You have small staking money or capital, and you also don't want to share the opportunity. What should I do for you? What should I do for you? I want to end it here. I want to thank you for the time. Now the ball is in your hands. You can decide to share or not. The ball is in your hands. Decide, make a decision. It's all about you. It's your business, it's your life. It's your dreams, it's your goals, it's your family, it's your future. Make a decision and make sure you're deciding right. Have a nice day. I guess I've answered all the questions. Leader, you're right, but recruiting is the major problem to some of us. Then you learn it. Learn how to recruit. Stop giving excuses. Learn. Everything you don't know, you can learn. I hate it when someone tells me it is a problem. Yes, it is a problem. So what? So what? Learn and do it. Practice. Stop saying it is a problem. You are the problem, actually. So do you think for us we have streets where we go and we collect people, then we put into the system? We go through the same processes you're going through. They abuse us. They tell you that's nonsense and everything. But if you're focused and you're solid, you can do this. Now stop those lame excuses. People don't have the money. People do not accept you. People don't believe me. It is because you personally have not worked on yourself. People don't believe you because you don't look like what you are saying. You have been having $200 ever since you started the business, and you're keeping that. Yet you can have $1,000. Go aggressively. Thank you so much. Until we meet again, do you still have lessons for new entrants? Yeah, we teach every day. Welcome, John. Okay, until we meet again, guys, let me rest it here. God bless you. Thank you so much. You can look for this presentation on our YouTube channel, The Crypto Ambassadors. We have been streaming live on the YouTube. See there, you can go check it up. Do a review if you want. You can also refer it to your team member. If they have some issues, they have some questions you can handle, just in case they are not able to handle, they can attend other meetings and continue to forward their questions, we shall handle. Thank you so much. Abe from Uganda.